I woke up on day 5 of trying to collect 100 PlayStation games in 1 week, feeling nervous. It was still one day before the huge video game convention that this series has been leading up to, and the last time I tried to game hunt the day before a convention in the convention city did not go well. Cause see, here's the problem. Last time I tried this, all the pawn shops were picked over from the people who were gonna go to the convention the next day, and all the video game stores were already packed up to go to the convention. So our mission right now is to see if we can overcome those obstacles and put some money into our PlayStation fund. Anyway, this is the PlayStation Project. So folks, we've got $200 in the PlayStation budget. The strategy today is going to be to keep our buy costs as low as possible because I know the selection at the convention tomorrow is going to be amazing. First stop is going to be the video game Cavern. If only I had a couple people to like help me pick out some games or something. All right, folks, so this has to be easily the sweetest PlayStation display I have seen yet here in Game Cavern. Looks like they've got a pretty decent selection. I'm not really sure what I should really go for. Excuse me, random stranger?
Oh, hello.
Hey, how's it going? Would you mind? I'm actually buying some PlayStation games.
Okay.
You mind giving me some recommendations? I have a very limited budget, so what do you think?
If you've ever played Forsaken, Forsaken is not a bad game.
Oh, dang, for 10 bucks? Yeah, for sure.
I always thought that looked like Kate Winslet. Am I crazy?
Hello, other random stranger.
Maybe a little bit.
Do you see Kate Winslet on that?
And third random stranger in the back as well. I could not have foreseen this happening today. One thing that I saw was Star Wars Demolition. Is like, I'm just interested in that. Is it fun?
It's very much like Twisted Metal, but with Star Wars.
Because a ton of people recommended Twisted Metal. I don't remember a lot of recommendations for
Twisted Metal. Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, it's very much like a Twisted Metal.
Well, I'm just a big Star Wars guy, so even though this one's a little bit more pricey, I think I'm gonna do this too. Do you think they might have any like higher end PlayStation games in the case over? I see a glass case. I'm a little bit scared. Oh shoot. You know what I did just see? There's one game in here that is on my list. What is it? It's Toy Story 2, Buzz Lightyear to the Rescue. I played that as a kid, and it honestly, I think it holds up fairly well.
Really?
Yeah, it's surprisingly good licensed game. Yeah, it is a 3D platformer. It doesn't have a price sticker though, so I'm a little bit curious.
It'll cost you money.
All right, folks, so here it is. And this, I'm really happy to see that it does have the manual, the artwork and everything. And honestly, 20 bucks on that is cheaper than I was expecting. I feel like I've seen this game before in the like 20s range. So this is very thrilling. I love this game, people.
Wouldn't it be cool to be Buzz Lightyear? Now you can be Buzz in the new Toy Story 2 video game. Use lasers and whirling torso spins to save the day.
Not to mention all the insane promo stuff that is just up for display, for decoration around this store. This place is super cool. Folks, I have just spotted something that could change the trajectory of this entire day. Take a look at this. Not one, but 2 of the exact amiibo sets that we bought not 2 days ago. You guys know these both do amazing on Amazon for some reason. I don't know why, and they're priced really well. $120 and $130 on this one. This will be an absolute game changer for our PlayStation budget for the rest of the day. Hey, look guys, I just found an obscure YouTuber. What do you think about PlayStation games?
PS1. I actually played. My neighbor had a PS1, so we had Nintendo in my house. PS1 over there. Crash Bandicoot.
All right, boring. That's enough. So folks, in Game Cavern, we got 4 games for $55, which is honestly a fantastic deal. But when you factor in the amiibos, because like I said before, we'll get $200 a piece for these after fees on Amazon. We're actually positive $95 for this stop in our PlayStation budget. And we're not gonna stop there, because as I was talking to the guys in there, they gave me a solid lead on where I could maybe find some more PlayStation games. But between now and then, I'm gonna stop off for our daily auction and get this budget as high as it possibly can go before we do that. Hey there. Could I get a Mr. Krabs?
Sounds like a lot of extra work to me.
And folks, just like that, here we are again using the free Wi-Fi in the lovely, iconic McDonald's parking lot, about to pick some games out of the Mystery GameCube box for our daily Whatnot auction to build some PlayStation fun. Thanks a bunch to Whatnot for sponsoring this series. Would not have been possible without them. First one, Animal Crossing on the GameCube, complete with the memory card. And it looks like another memory card in there for some reason. Today we're actually going to do something very different with the auction. The second one is Driven, also with the manual, nice to see. Yesterday, our Whatnot community paid 10 bucks over market value for both of the games that we sold. So today, I'm gonna list both of these in our auction and not tell anyone that they're buy it now for about half of market value. So Driven is literally gonna be $4. Animal Crossing, with the extra memory cards, I'm still gonna go like 30 bucks on this. Got a little bit of a surprise for you guys in today's. Oh my gosh, somebody already bought one. What was that? They're already both bought. So folks, in an unexpected twist of fate, a couple buyers bought these games before I even had a chance to show them, but they seemed very happy with the results, and this leaves us still, after fees, with an extra $30 to put in the PlayStation fund. So folks, armed with our now $325 PlayStation budget, we have come to the basement of PacMan Case, which is the most insane video game basement I have maybe ever been in. And believe it or not, Andy, PacMan Case, oh, hi doggy.
You smell like my butthole.
Literally today was in the middle of selling off a chunk of games to Retro Rick, and they're gonna let me pick through the PlayStation stuff. So folks, this right here is the collection in question. Andy, what's the story behind how this stuff came to be?
Just like most of us, right, that go look for hunting deals, there was a collector that was done with his collection, needed it, needed to sell some of it off. I offered it up, snagged it, and then before I even got to look at it, I had a couple people that also wanted to look at this sweet stuff.
Well, he's picked out a couple games that he needed.
I grabbed my favorite stuff already.
This is it. This is how collecting works, okay?
Yeah.
He got what he needed from the collection.
Yeah.
I picked out things, and now he is picking out things.
Right.
That's correct. They've been gracious enough to let me come in basically unannounced, and this entire stack of PS1 is up for grabs. My general strategy right now is I would love to be able to stay on pace for my PlayStation Project Challenge. So if I can find 10 solid games and get them for a solid deal, that would be amazing. But since I'm buying from a friend, I'll pay whatever he asks. So folks, we've got this entire stack to go through and see what 10 games we want. Ooh, A Bug's Life. This is definitely one that I played as a kid. Pipe Dreams 3D. That one just kind of looks a little weird. Very nice. Crash game. Second Crash game of the challenge. Really excited to see that, honestly. Even though it's greatest hits, you can't go wrong with Crash Bandicoot. So this one, it's not on the list, but I'm still gonna pick it up. Got a bunch of sports games. Not honestly as interested in those. We've already got both of the Final Fantasies that we wanted. Ooh, Gran Turismo 2. I believe we have Gran Turismo 1, and I believe I may have accidentally crossed Gran Turismo 2 off of our list, so we better actually get that one in the collection. I don't think it's super valuable, but this is best-selling PlayStation 1 game, if you guys didn't know. Ooh, a couple of sealed games here. That's kind of cool. Action Bass and Madden 03, and then a whole stack here of sports titles, which I think we're just gonna pass on. Well, actually, just kidding. We're gonna buy one of them because I don't want to be that guy not buying any of the junk games. Ooh, folks. This one right here is a list game, Tekken 3. We've got Tekken 4. This is another one. So many people suggested Tekken. I put 2 of them on our viewer suggestion list. This one is extremely exciting. Definitely best one we found so far. We got 6 so far. Looking for 4 more if we can. Ooh, 007 Racing. I did not see that before. That looks kind of sweet. You guys will have to let me know if that is actually a good one.
I've never seen that game before.
Ooh, original Tekken. I think this is one that I'm probably gonna have to get as well, even though it's not on our list. It's iconic. Apparently I'm missing out on Tekken, so we're gonna do this one as well. Oh, folks, this is another one. I played as a kid. I didn't have room to put it on my nostalgia list. Look at that, Hot Wheels Turbo Racing. This is actually a pretty underrated racing game, I would say, at least as I remember it. So this is definitely gonna be in our stack as well. All right, folks, so the last 2 games that I picked out, Shrek Treasure Hunt and Ape Escape, which is another list game. Unfortunately, this one, it doesn't have the back cover, but as game number 10, if I can condition upgrade this, I will later on, but for now, we're gonna count it. So, PacMan Case.
Yes.
Tell me, look through these games.
Okay.
We've got a solid stack of
What did you pick out here?
We've got, let's go here.
You just said.
We've got Bugs Life. We've got Bugs Life, Pipe Dream, Crash, Gran Turismo.
Ooh, I like the arcade mode on there.
And I do expect you, just upon seeing these, to come up with a perfect market value immediately.
That's what I was gonna say.
Each one.
Hot Wheels Racing, and then the last two that I just mentioned.
He's apparently the price chart.
You're at 10. You're at 10.
inventor.
10 games.
A total of 10 games in this stack.
10 games. What about
Just kidding.
$5 a game?
Folks, that honestly, like, first of all, that's easily the most generous offer that I've gotten through this entire challenge. That's a ridiculously cheap bro number, because I'm guessing I told you about the challenge. He knows what we're doing. Honestly, I couldn't really, in good conscience, accept that. Why don't we say, $150?
$1.50.
Okay. $1.50 each.
So that would be, what, 15 bucks a game?
That is
honestly still a
totally
really
fine.
good deal.
Doesn't know what I got him for.
Seriously, thank you both for the games and for
man.
having us in your basement. This has been an absolute blast. Subscribe to PacMan Case, folks, and unsubscribe from Retro Rick.
For my son!
So folks, I was going to try to film one more stop today. Ended up deciding not to because honestly, a lot of the time when I come to these conventions, I'm so focused on filming videos that I don't get as much time as I'd like to just hang out with the people that I really like to. So for the second part of the day, we just went to a toy store together and ended up going out to dinner, and it was just a ton of fun. I don't regret at all not making another stop. Easily my most thrilling find of the day was this Toy Story 2. This brought me an absolute blast of nostalgia. Not to mention we got our full 14 game quota of the day, which puts us perfectly on track for the convention starting tomorrow. So without further ado, folks, let's shelve this plastic. That kind of nice. Folks, I can barely even believe where this challenge has come in the last 5 days. We only have 30 more games that we need to get at the convention in the next 2 days, and we only have 12 games left on our, look at this measly little list left. And that's including the grails that I honestly didn't really think we'd be able to get. We've got $175 currently in the PlayStation budget, which means the next 2 days we definitely have our work cut out for us. But until then, I will catch you guys tomorrow.